Hey guys, good morning here from Lviv, the first full day. My first stop this morning will sadly be at a bank, as I had a little ATM snafu yesterday. I thought I was pulling out $40 US equivalent in Hibernia, and accidentally I pulled out 400 US, and so I'm going to go to a bank and hopefully get that transferred to euros. So I certainly don't need to leave the country with their currency, since it'll probably be really hard to convert out of the country. So that'll be my first stop. Well, I was able to exchange those Hibernia for euro here at the bank, so that's a good thing. I just called an Uber and trying to find the center square here, Ragnar Square, something that's supposed to be pretty amazing. Anyway, yeah, one of these challenges are, okay, look behind me. Everything is in Cyrillic, almost everywhere I go, which makes things a little challenging. Thank goodness there is an app you can take a picture of any sign and it translates it. But yeah, pretty crazy, a little annoying, but pretty crazy. All right, well, the Uber just dropped me off in the middle of nowhere. He said it's just a few hundred meters from the center square. So he was nice, and he laughed because I tried to say thank you in Ukrainian, which is dukuyu, but I said dukuyu. So they always get a kick out of that, and I think that kind of warms them up a little bit. And I can understand that. Who would like for example in our country, walking up to us and asking us in Ukrainian if we speak Ukrainian? So that makes total sense. There's this cool little market here. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, so unlike most markets, they just kind of sit on the street and sell their goods rather than in booths, just right across the street. So that's kind of interesting. Oh, potatoes. Beautiful potatoes. How much? 15. Okay. Kuyu. Okay, I think they're laughing. But anyway, look at this. It just stretches on and on. When I started planning this trip way back in March, I really wasn't thinking about Ukraine much until I read an article on Lviv. I think it was on Lonely Planet. And I'm certainly glad I added this to my itinerary. It's been such a surprise. It's so beautiful and different, and it's been a great day. But a little bit about Ukraine. You know, first of all, most Americans just don't get here, so it's not invaded by tourists, which is really kind of cool. What tourists there are kind of like from Europe and other parts of Europe rather. But Ukraine was one of the first republics that was absorbed into the Soviet system by Lenin way back in the early 20s. So even though the Soviet Union dissolved in '91, the Soviet influence here is so much stronger than, for example, up in the Baltics. And you can just sense it in a way. The people are very stern, quiet. There aren't a lot of smiles on the streets and stuff, so that's certainly shifted from the generations. But that's cool. I think basically they're nice, friendly people. They're just serious. I tried to say thank you to a couple people, and again, just like the cab driver or Uber driver earlier, they kind of smiled and stuff. Anyway, yeah. So this evening I'm just going to hang out and work on the vlog. It's been a great day just walking around Old Town and stuff, and let's take a look at this incredible city. I can't believe it. Finally, a vegan and vegetarian restaurant. Very unusual here. Most of the food in these parts are sort of thick and heavy, exactly like my waist is becoming, or will be, before I get home, unless I start trying to eat like this. But it's hard to do. Anyway, the name of the place is Green, and I actually read about this before I even started this trip, as it's so highly rated here in Lviv. So it's certainly nice to get a change of pace. All right, this looks perfect. A spinach soup, falafel wrap, and beet juice. Life just doesn't get any better. Yeah, that was awesome. Awesome indeed. Hey, Mark and Daniel, you would have really liked it. Anyway, yeah. So now I think we're just gonna head on back to the Airbnb to climb those steps again. Well guys, long day for sure. Just hanging out on a bench here waiting for my Uber with my new friends I just met. They're pretty awesome. Anyway, yeah, so that's a wrap for today. I'm gonna go back and work on the vlog and rest up a bit. And then tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I've got a private tour of Lviv for 3 hours for $15. Sure can't beat that, can ya? All right guys, until tomorrow, see ya, have a nice night.